Why do you think you're sitting with the people you're sitting with at the tables you're sitting at right now? Why do you think you chose to sit with those people? Well, I would say it's because birds flock, fish school, and humans tribe. What differentiates the tribes in any organization are the tribal cultures. And the people you're sitting with right now are people that you have an affinity with. People that you like, people that you work with, people that you group together with naturally. Most organizations work hard to develop strategies that give them an advantage. Most organizations have a strategic plan, and I'm sure that this one has one as well. But did you know that 70% of business strategies fail because culture eats strategy for breakfast every day? How many of you have a strategic plan that sits on the shelf? How many of you try to implement strategies and wonder why they don't work? Well, this may give you some insight into why that happens. Distinguishing tribal cultures. So every organization has different tribal cultures working inside of it. There are 5 that I'd like to talk about. The first is this one. So by looking at the picture, what would you say this tribal level is? It's life sucks. Tribal level 1, life sucks, is the culture of gangs and prisons. So when you analyze or look at a prison population, you would see this show up. Life sucks. People in this tribe sever functional relationships and pull together with others who think like them. You can see that in gangs. Why do people in gangs get together? Because their life sucks. Why do people go to prison? Life sucks. In organizations, members of this tribe show up as belligerent, uncooperative, openly hostile, and saboteurs. So, although gangs and prisons will give you an idea of what this looks like, there are people who are at this tribal level that do exist in organizations. Now, thankfully, there's not many of them. There's only 2% of people in organizations who fall into this level. But what tends to happen is we ignore these people, mainly because we really don't know what to do with them. But they do require our attention. The next level, level 2, what do you think this one is? It's my life sucks. My life sucks is the culture of complainers. Typically, this tribe complains about anything and everything. Wages, workers, departments, conditions, management. And if they don't, and if you actually fix something, they'll find something else to complain about. These are people that are really committed to complaining. And they don't work collaboratively. They may be on a team, but they don't operate as a team. So you may have functionally put people together to work in teams, but they really don't function as a team. They're disconnected from organizational initiatives, but pretend to be on board. So do you know what I'm talking about? Have you experienced these kinds of people before in the organization? So they're the guys that talk the talk, but don't walk the walk. And there's about 25% of people who fall into this category, who fall into this tribe, my life sucks. The next level, level 3, what do you think this one is? It's I'm great, hold on, and you're not. So level 3, I'm great and you're not, is the culture of bright, competitive, qualified people. These people are usually very successful and they get things done. They too are not team players. They like to show off how great they are. So they'll say things or hold back information or try to really make themselves look good. They're superior, and the research shows that about 48% of people will fall into this level. Now, there are lots of level 3s in this organization, I can guarantee you, because the research shows it's 48% of people who are. These are usually bosses, and usually people never get, well, I shouldn't say usually. Often people don't get beyond this level. People don't think there's anything else after level 3, where I've proven that I'm really great and I can do the work and I don't need anybody. But there are 2 other levels that come out, at least 2 other levels that come after these. This one, level 4. Level 4, what do you think it is? We're great. So level 4, we're great, is the level of remarkable results producers. The culture of bright, fun, innovative people. They get things done together. They're real team players. So this is the first time team actually shows up as truly team. It's no longer about me or my or I. It's we now. We're working together, we as a team. These people are aligned around resonant core values and a mission, vision, or maybe you could call it a noble cause. So they all have a common purpose, and their values are resonant. So they speak to every member of the team. And the research indicates that there's 23% of people in organizations that are at this level. And this is the level you really want to shoot for as an organization, because this is the first time people are actually working together and working from the values of the organization, or the core values that they have that are resonant with the organizations, and the vision, mission, or noble cause of the organization. Tribal level 5. This is life's great. So these are exceptional results producers. They're inventive, creative, inspiring. They are world class. They empower others to get things done. They demonstrate humility and strength. And they are boldly standing for a new future. And the research shows that there's only 2% of people that ever reach level 5. So here are some indicators to help you identify what level you are in and what level others might be in. So levels 1 to 3, this is where you hear language like me, my, I. So everything revolves around the person. Level 4 is where you begin to hear the language of we. This is where people start working collaboratively and truly cohesively. So they're working together for some purpose. And this is really where team first shows up. They've also had to give something up. People who are functioning at a level 4 have had to give up dominating. And what they've had to start working on is working collaboratively and cohesively to create stable partnerships inside of a team. This is the first time, really, where true partnership exists. Level 5, these are people who are looking outside of the organization to make a difference in the world. So they're no longer concerned about what's happening just in their organization, but they're looking at how they can make a difference in the world. So this is how you can start to begin to tell where people are coming from and where people are functioning from. So I'd like to do an exercise. So I've given each of you a little piece of paper. You'll find it on your desk, and on that piece of paper is a number. And what I'd like you to do is create a skit that you're going to perform in your groups that you're sitting with right now that illustrates the tribal level you've been assigned. So whatever number that is, that's the tribal level that you've been assigned. You'll have 5 minutes to create your skit, and you'll have 3 minutes to perform it. And what I'd really like is that everybody participate and that you have fun doing it. Okay? Go. Leaders who are out to change the culture understand all 5 levels and can listen to and speak powerfully to any level. Leaders realize that each level can only relate to one level above or one level below where they are. So, if you are at a level 2, say, you can only listen to level 3 or level 1. you cannot hear level 4. So let me give you a more practical example. So if you're a leader who's really trying to work inside of values and vision, and you speak to a level 2 about values and vision, they don't get it. Level 2s are all about complaining, and if something gets fixed, they're looking for other ways of complaining. They are not interested at that point, or they can't even hear values and noble cause. So, and in fact, when you start talking about values and noble cause, they see it as a con. So the way to speak to a level 2 and start to move them towards a level 3 is to speak from to start to move to a level 4 is to speak from a level 3. So speaking the language of I'm great and you're not. And I'm going to show you a little bit about how you can nudge people from the level you find them at to the next level up. So leaders learn how to nudge tribes from where they find them to the next level. And here's some ways that you might nudge people. So nudging people from level 1 to 2. So this is the level of life sucks to my life sucks. So one way of doing that is just having some awareness about there's something else available. So making level 1s aware that there's something else available that if they had it, their life wouldn't suck. Or life wouldn't suck, sorry. Life wouldn't suck. Maybe just their life would suck. Also, by introducing them to a level 2 tribe, they become aware that they're again, as there's something else available. That it's not just life sucks. Nudging people from a level 2 to a level 3, one way you can do that is by acknowledgement, by making people feel special, because the feature of a level 3 is I'm great and you're not. And how does a person feel like they're great? Is that one way is by acknowledging them. They feel special. So to nudge a level 2 to a level 3 is making them feel special. Acknowledgement is one way of doing that. Nudging people from a level 3 to a level 4. Here's where you can start to introduce values and vision. At this level, when people are at I'm great and you're not, they can begin to hear we're great. So introducing core values and a vision becomes something that people start to hear and see possibly that there's something else available besides me. So they start to hear the we coming through. They're not at that level yet, but they start to hear that there's something else possible. You can also start to create triads. So structures begin to help people move from a level that they're at to the next level. And triads are really a level 4 structure. So this is creating groups of 3 where people start to work together at that level where they have 3 people working on a issue, a program, a project, and the attention begins to come off of you and onto the 2 other people that you're working with. So the whole idea is to be responsible for what's going on with the 2 other people and what's happening between those 2 other people. So this also helps people to move from level 3 to level 4. Moving from a level 4 to a level 5, create a project with global impact. So create something that goes outside of just your organization. Look for how you can make a difference